Hey class, welcome to the tutorial on GCU Resources Worksheet. Now you do have the two assignments that are due by Sunday. Now the quiz, I always tell students, the quiz for this week's probably only 6 questions. You have 30 minutes to take it, but you probably you want to do that after you have most of the first week completed. Because it's going to ask you questions probably based off of the first week. So if you haven't done any of the discussion questions or tried to go through the worksheet, you're probably not going to know some of the answers to that. So always do the worksheet first. So for this week, and if you click on it, it might take you to the topic like this. I'm not sure, but if you happen to come to this area here, just note that I'm trying to get you to go to the GCU Resources Worksheet. Now, if you click on it here, it's going to take you to an area where you might not be able to type in. It's just a worksheet. You'd have to download it. If that's the case, you'll just download the worksheet so you can type on it, and then you save it to your desktop and you submit it whenever you're ready. Now, if you're not sure about where to submit assignments, right here on this right hand side, like I showed you before, if you look around, there's going to be a walk to class tutorial right here. So you probably want to click on that and watch that a few times so you get familiarized with how to get through the system and also how to submit assignments. So the worksheet opens up for me. I save it to my desktop. You just type directly on this. This is a Word document. Okay, so you just type your name on it. You put your name here. You'll put the course on here, the date, and my name. Okay, so sometimes a lot of students misspell this name, but it's okay if you do, but it's Salcido. Now, whenever you are ready to answer each question, and before you do, just note that this worksheet here is basically just kind of like a scavenger hunt type thing where if you read through the directions appropriately, you'll actually um, uh, get to the spot where you're supposed to be at, and then you write your answer and what you see in front of you. So, for instance, when you get to announcements, when you get to the area where you s- you want to fill in here what these areas are. So, you'll click in a digital classroom. You'll follow the tabs over. So, what do you see in the announcements? You can start typing in here. I see the weekly announcements from the professor. So, and the good thing about this is that if you keep typing, it'll expand. So don't worry about that. So you'll just type your answer each there. What some students will do, so they know that they got each answer, is they'll change the font color. Don't change the font type and don't change the size. Just keep it as is. If you do change something, change the color so you know you completed each answer, because sometimes students won't do that. Now, if you come here and you press enter, it's going to mess up the numbers, so don't do that. You can try to click right here in the middle, or if you hold down the shift button and press enter a few times, it won't put the numbers there, and then you can type your answer here, right? And again, I always like to keep mine nice and neat and clean, and I'll just kind of like, you know, put it in red if I was a student so that when I look at it visually, I can see that I answered each question. Um, and at this point, like I said, it's actually just like a recipe book where if you want a good batch of cookies, you're going to follow each step. Same thing with this right here. If you really want to find the answers, you're going to actually look here on where to go. It's going to take you step by step, and then you'll write your answer in the appropriate area. Okay. And there's only 13 questions, so whenever you're ready, you can submit this. Again, it's due by Sunday, so if you have any questions, please let me know.